morning, dear students. Today we will read the third part of chapter 1, that is crop production and management. As we have grown the seeds, we have sown the seeds. Now we have need to water the plants. For that, the process is called irrigation. Irrigation is the supply of water to the field at regular interval. Okay, in India we know that there is, in rainy season there is water, but in other season there is lack of water, so we have to water the field. For that we need to check the soil types and the season. Okay, if the soil is water holding, then we have to give less water. If it's hold less water, then we have to give more water at more time, more intervals. Then when dry season is there, then we have to give more water. For this irrigation we depend upon wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals and so on. There are some methods of irrigation that we follow. They are traditional method which we have been utilizing from long time, and the modern method. The traditional method is cheaper, but it is very difficult and less efficient, whereas the modern method is costly but it is more efficient. In traditional method, human or cattle is used to take out the water, like in case of moat. Then there is a chain pulley where a chain is attached to a pulley. The pulley will move to take out the water, like in figure 1.4b. In 1.4c you can see Dhekli, where a wooden log is used to take out the water, and in Rahat the cattle moves around and the water is dug out. In modern method, sprinkler system or drip irrigation are the most common. In sprinkler system, sprinklers are set in the whole field where the land is uneven and there is not sufficient water. In drip system, in the whole field, pipes are with small outlets are there, where drop by drop the water will be supplied to the root of the plant. Now that we have watered the crop, some unwanted plant will also grow with the main crop. They are called weeds. They compete with the main crop for nutrition, sunlight, water and space. We have to remove the weeds. This process is called weeding. For this we do tilling, or that is upturning of the soil. Then manual removal can be done by khurpi or seed drills in large scale. We can also use weedicides like 2,4-D, which kills only the weed without harming the soil. Now that the crop is ready, matured, we can cut the crop after maturation. This process is called harvesting. This can be done in small scale using sickle, and in large scale using machines which are called harvester. After harvesting, the farmers, they celebrate different harvest festivals like Baisakhi, Holi, Diwali, Navanya, and the crop that we have cut will lay in the field. It contains both chaff and the grain, and we need only the grain. So we will remove the chaff from the grain. This process is called threshing. This can be done in various ways. We use combine, that is a machine which contains both harvester and thresher. Small farmers do simple techniques like winnowing to separate the grain from the chaff. The harvested crop need to be stored properly. This process is called storage. If we keep the crop in the field, it will gain moisture and will be damaged. Also, there are pests like rats and other rodents which will eat the grains and damage the grains or the harvest. So we store it by using different processes. Like in small scale, small farmers, they use jute bags and metal bins to keep the harvest, and in large scales, very big drum like metal drums are there. These are called silos. This can be used, or there are granaries where the jute bags are stocked over one over another, and we use neem leaves, dried neem leaves, or pesticides over these bags to protect them from insects and pests. The bags are kept at a distance from the wall so that they don't get moisture, and there is a space between the stalks so that a person can move from one area to another and take care of these bags. As we need plants, similarly we also need animal for food and other purposes. The rearing of animals in large scale for food and other useful products is called animal husbandry. Now animal husbandry has several branches like dairying. The milching animals like cow, buffalo, which gives us milk, we rear them, and this is called dairying. Poultry, hen, duck, and other birds that we rear for eggs and meat is called poultry. Beekeeping is also called apiculture, where we culture the bees to get honey. Sericulture is a process of rearing silkworm. It is used to produce silk. Similarly, fisheries or pisciculture is for fishes, mollusks, to get fish and egg, etc. So finally we come to the summary of the chapter. To meet the growing population demand, or large scale growing of plants and rearing of animals is needed. For large scale growing of plant we call it agriculture, and large scale rearing of animals is called animal husbandry. Two main crops of India are Rabi and Kharif, which depends upon the season. For this growing of crop, we do selection of seeds, selection of land, preparation of soil, sowing, manuring, irrigation, weeding, pesticides, harvesting, and storage. The stored crop is then transported to different parts. Thank you, students.